I think I'm going to bring this one topic up now about Google because it's very much in the news right now. They kind of are changing the way that people are being tracked when they're using their Chrome browser. And this is sort of a big deal because traditionally the browser has been a window into the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dave, you watched a million of them, fall and rise,
Come and
Netscape,
go.
Opera,
I have a
Firefox,
bunch
they're
of
still
them.
around.
Yeah.
So it's traditionally been a pretty sterile environment where you go in, you log in, and it provides a better experience by its efficiency. But it usually doesn't get involved with data and tracking too much unless it's protecting the user.
Mm-hmm.
So what Google is doing is kind of changing the way people are being tracked. And they couldn't just turn off cookies, which is kind of a thing now that's a hot topic. People kind of want to be like, oh, don't use cookies, crush cookies. But Google couldn't do that because so many of their so many third parties and so much competition relies on cookies. And Google, they don't need the cookies as much because they already know you're already logged into Google. You're already using the search platform. So it could be seen as they're doing it to hurt their competition.
Mm-hmm.
And with all of the backlash that they're getting from the federal government right now and privacy and control, they sort of traipsed into it a little bit differently. And they tried to change the way that they're doing it. And they came up with this name. What is it called? I don't have it written down. It's FLoC, FLoC, but it stands for
Sounds doomed to start.
Google's Federated.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Federated Learning of Cohorts. So what does it do?
FLoC.
FLoC. Yeah, maybe it's FLoC, not FLoC.
Well, no, I think it's probably FLoC, but I'm calling it FLoC. Big flop. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, yeah, people don't.
I heard it didn't go over very well.
No. And so essentially, what they're trying to do is use Chrome to assign you when you're shopping or browsing or using the internet into a specific cohort or group of people with similar interest.
Right.
If an advertiser wants to target somebody who likes to buy expensive vacuum cleaners, or I just turned 65 and I'm getting ads for condos in Florida group or cohort. So kind of putting them all together in these little groups and then marketing to them, which is very similar to what cookies do.
It's so not much different, right?
It's not. So there's the
personal.
Right. The main difference is that they're saying it's like not as personal, but privacy experts are
Did
like,
they say though that I can go
it.
and look at my topic and who I'm in, and can I change my topics or alter them?
You can. So that's kind of the cool thing. Advertisers hate topics because they can't actually see what you're clicking in the same way that they could with cookies.
No, I'm sure they don't like it. Yeah, it's not gonna.
But you do have some control over some of the stuff that you can change.
That's a good step, right?
Which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Right. But I think Apple's. I mean, aren't they completely? I mean, they're saying no to all of this, and we're blocking it. And DuckDuckGo, is that the other one that came out?
Well, that's like a search,
But it's to crush Chrome, all its prying eyes, right? Isn't that the whole premise behind it? Yeah.
Apple and Microsoft, like even the Brave browser, which I guess replaced Internet Explorer, and Apple Safari, like they're not. They don't care for this, and doesn't really seem like they have any plan to implement it or utilize it. And without them, I mean, it's pretty tough to like.
So it's safe to say we're going to have future episodes all dealing with this quite a few times because it's not going to flush itself out anytime soon, right?
They say 2023 Chrome will stop like collecting cookies.
Yeah, because they can. That, as you just said, they don't need them, right? But
there's a lot of time for a lot to change in between there. So I'm curious to see what happens as we kind of traipse into the future. So that kind of brings us to, I think, something that we've been kind of saying throughout the episode is asking better. Like, would you rather be asked, or is just knowing the information, like, does it matter? There are kind of some pros and cons when you're trying to properly identify it from a technical standpoint and collect the data and then have them easily identify themselves.
And you know me, I'm really like, why aren't we asking, right? But on the other hand, if you're searching around the internet and you're just going from site to site to site to site, I don't think you want to be hit with 1,500 surveys